the defeat to Fulham wasn't a must-win, this certainly is. Welcome back to Palace Mad Mason. Hello everybody, it's Mason here. Welcome back to the channel. Today brings you the vlog between Crystal Palace and Newcastle United. This is a massive game. I think the message is very clear. If we get nothing out of today and we don't get anything out of Ipswich on Tuesday, then we will be bottom of the league at Christmas. I think that's the way we got to look at it. Palace sit 19th in the league with only 8 points. And we got overtaken at the weekend after we drew against Aston Villa, which was quite a good performance. I can't help but think after the good performance against Villa, and Eze and Nketiah are back for Palace as well, massive talking point. You know, I can't help but think that today should be a much better performance. However, what I don't want to see is Justin Devaney frozen out this team, because I think he deserves another chance. He's been more involved in the Palace social media side of things, a lot more involved in the team. I don't think he's to be frozen out straight away, but I'm not saying that Eze should be on the bench either. I think Glasner needs to find a way to start them both, because that will be deadly. In terms of Newcastle, no injury news really, but they had a very disappointing result on Monday at home against West Ham, and they sit 10th in the table, which is, you know, below what Newcastle fans expect these days. And I'm not going to lie, I can't help but think because of that defeat, 3 points is also important for them, but it's a lot more important for us. And yes, Newcastle have great talent. They've got Isak, Gordon, Harvey Barnes will probably be on the bench. You've got Guimaraes, Joe Linton in the midfield as well. Great attacking reinforcements for Newcastle, and they're decent defensively as well. Their away form's not great though, so I hope we can capitalise on that. So without further ado, in what I think is the biggest game of the season so far, let's get the Selhurst. Come on, Palace. He's up for Newcastle already. Off comes Isak, which I think is massive relief for us, and on comes Harvey Barnes. Not saying Harvey Barnes ain't clinical, but that is massive for us. Give you a clip 20 minutes in as well. Nothing's really happened inside the first 20 minutes of this game, to be honest with you. Taken half an hour, first shot of the game, Geneva from distance, straight over the bar. Newcastle haven't threatened much, to be honest with you, but I think they've had more of the ball. Just thought this to be a game where we, you know, get the grasp with it, dominate early, but no, being able to any shots on goal in the first half an hour, apart from that one from Chalobah. Here's Sardo, Munoz, Sar! Oh! Side anyway from Sar, I think, or maybe Munoz in the build-up. That's first decent chance of the game though, decent save from Nick Pope. Munoz missed that! That is 1-0 Palace, written all over it. Munoz, he's missed a tap-in. Can't get over that Munoz miss. We got a free kick. But that's the best chance all game, to be honest with you. We're approaching half-time already, because there's not been a lot to report in this first half, to be honest. Still Palace 0, Newcastle 0. Cross to put it in the box for Palace with a free kick. This corner just before half-time. It's going to be Hughes to put it in. We've had a couple of corners in the last couple of minutes. Hughes towards Lacroix. Completely missed the header. Completely. Bit of free header there. I mean, it's going to be half-time 0-0 now. I was right. Half-time Palace 0, Newcastle 0. Not great first half, to be honest. I mean, there's a reason why we've got 5% or something conversion rate in the Premier League this season. That chance from Munoz. I don't care if he's a right back. He should be scoring that. At least hitting the target. You know, I'm expecting if Henderson's having that shot, that should be hitting the target. Just not good enough from a Palace perspective, finishing chances off, and I think it's been the story of our season, to be honest with you. And Newcastle haven't had many shots on goal from what I can remember, but that Munoz one, we should be 1-0 up, or at least had a massive chance if it wasn't already. Just 1-0 Newcastle, but it looked like Gay was dragged down. Looked like it was dragged down when that free kick was taken. It might be an own goal in the end. The ball was just fizzed in, and I think come off a Palace player. 1-0 Newcastle will be in a massive spot of bother if this is counted, if this counts. Goal given, 1-0 Newcastle. I think it's a Mark Gay own goal. Wanted to go to Newcastle, win the summer, so there you go, there's your Newcastle goal. Oh, had the chance, saved by Pope. Munoz on the follow-up, blocked on the line. I had absolutely no faith that he was going to score. I didn't even react. I've seen it all the time. Corner for Palace. Might as well not film this. As away by Burn. Could have told you that, to be honest. Eze puts it back in, blocked by the first man who's not even in the box. Mitchell. Dirty bastard! Shot saved by Pope, but I genuinely don't see us getting back into this game. It's 1-0 Newcastle, and it's going to be yet another disappointing result, which leads to the bottom three. Matez with a shot on the turn in the 6-yard box. Taking into account, I didn't react. One expects him to score, and he hasn't. Why we're in the much trouble. And the referee puts 5 minutes on the board, and most Palace fans get up and leave. Because it could be 500 minutes and we wouldn't score. Yes! Go on! I think it's a last-minute equals from Daniel Munoz. It's his first goal for the club in the 90th minute, wherever it is. Come on, for God's sake, yes! Left it way too late. 1-1, last minute. Well, that's the shortest vlog I've made in a while, and when you look at the amount of shots we managed to have in that game, 16 compared to Newcastle's 1, I can't believe when I say full time at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 1. A lot of Palace fans are celebrating that like a win. I can't help but think that we should have won that game, to be honest with you, especially with that Munoz miss that I put on camera as well in the vlog for you guys. It was just... there's a reason why we are where we are in the league in 17th place. We got lucky with results. You know, Wolves lost, Ipswich lost, and we managed to draw the game, putting us 17th on goal difference. That's the only reason why we're out the bottom three right now. And the message is clear. If we don't win against Ipswich on Tuesday, then we may be bottom of the league by Christmas, and I don't think that's exaggerating, because our next 3 games, we've got Man City, Brighton and Arsenal. And then we've got Bournemouth and Southampton after Christmas, which may be pivotal. But for now, we need to win at Ipswich. If we don't, then we could be in a massive lot of trouble, to be honest with you. And if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be very, very angry with the way that things turned out in that game. Because even though Newcastle only had 1 shot, Palace was so sloppy defending corners, free kicks, set pieces in general, where I think Newcastle could have capitalised with the height they've got of their players on the pitch. I don't know, we managed to scrape a point, but it didn't feel great. It didn't feel like a good point, if you know what I mean. I feel like we should have got all 3, and I feel like a lot of Palace fans are getting too happy with the point, but they're not realising where we are in the league and how much trouble we may be in if we don't get the points at Portman Road on Tuesday. And that is a massive, massive game. I think it's our biggest game of the season. It's probably bigger than Wolves, bigger than Fulham a couple of weeks ago, and probably bigger than today. We don't win at Ipswich, trouble could be happening, and I'm not joking. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the review. It could be a very happy video. It could be an absolutely massive, massive, massive rant.